Hey guys, what's up? It's Thrillhouse here. Just wanted to jump on camera for a quick second, just say thank you to everybody for dropping in the comments. Since this collab on August 8th began, it's been a ton of fun. Baseball has been unreal. We got plus 35 units on home runs and a great start to NHL on that huge slate last night. So just wanted to say what's up. We are real people. Maybe we'll get on camera more. Cheers and good luck today.
Hey everybody, what's up? Happy Sunday. Just wanted to get a video out for the American League Championship Series Game 1 for tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. Being close to Toronto, it's pretty exciting. It's getting people are out and about everywhere down there, so it should be a really fun night kicking off this series. Also, we got one game in the NHL tonight. The Washington Capitals are in New York facing the Rangers. And that, of course, coming off last night's 16 games, which was awesome. We'll get into the recap of that in the slides in a little bit. Baseball was actually really awesome for us, too, last night. Of course, we had two more of the favorites, two of the four hit home runs for us again with Suzuki and Andrew Vaughn. Of course, Contreras was on there as a lean as well, and he hit. I know the scoreboard was on that as we were texting back and forth throughout the day. So pretty awesome. The success in baseball continues. It's been unbelievable. So again, huge thank you to everyone that encouraged keeping going in the playoffs when there was a debate of not keeping going for the playoffs just with October weather. But we couldn't imagine this. Plus 35 units through the playoffs so far through 2 rounds, and hoping to keep building on that tonight. So jumping right in, again, it's ALCS Game 1. It's a dome in Toronto, so October weather isn't really going to be a factor for us, and that's pretty awesome. So the roof will be closed. Pretty neutral conditions, so this is great. Seattle just, they traveled from Detroit to Seattle for that game. Now they're coming all the way back to the East Coast to Toronto. Only a couple days rest there after that big 15-inning game the other night. So interesting to see how this is tonight. The arms will probably be a little bit tired because I know they used a lot of pitchers in that game, and Toronto's been just kind of resting at home since beating the Yankees. So for today, we got 6 leans as usual, three per team. Cal Raleigh, and then the 2 favorites from Seattle are Eugenio Suarez and Julio Rodriguez. For the Jays, going up against Miller as the starting pitcher, he struggles much more against lefties. Plus two, I think he was around like 2.5 home runs per 9 against left-handed batters specifically. So we got Varsho in there as a favorite. We also got George Springer in there as a favorite. He matched up really, really well to the pitch mix that we saw, and he's had a great season. So just really liked him today. And then we got Addison Barger as another left-handed option with some power for the Jays that also matched up to the pitch mix decent from what I was looking at. All right, so we're going to jump right into the hockey. Again, just kind of recap a little bit from yesterday. We had 4 of the 8 goal scorers score. Mark Scheifele, Cole Caulfield, Brad Marchand, and Kirill Kaprizov all came through for us. So that was awesome, 50% of the favorite goal scorers there. We got the assists went pretty well too. We had 6 out of 12. We got Morrissey from Winnipeg. We got Teravainen from Chicago. We got Braden Point from Tampa. Shane Gostisbehere from the Carolina Hurricanes, who we touched on in that video about quarterbacking that Carolina power play. Marco Rossi with the Minnesota Wild, and Martin Necas from Colorado. And then as far as the stacks as well, that went pretty decent. 6 of the 16 ones that were highlighted green and favorited in the slides yesterday in the game-by-game breakdown ended up coming through. Huge numbers, which there's another slide to recap that at the end. In that slide yesterday, I forgot in the cut and paste the Nazar 2 points and Teravainen 2 points with their odds, but when you can get a couple second liners for 2 points each and pair them up together, it is awesome, and those guys both came through. That whole game was awesome, and we'll get into that in the game. Back half, we had a bunch of games where a couple guys that came through, we were just kind of hanging on one or one out of 16 of the specified line mate stacks as favorites hit. So here back into the game by game, we'll go really quick. As you can see in the LA Winnipeg game, a lot of green, a lot of success. On the right hand side, anything that was a favorite that missed as far as the stacks will be highlighted in red, just so you can see which favorites didn't hit. Anything else that hit on the leads for these games is highlighted in green. So Kempe Shifley goal, we hit those. Morrissey, Velarde, and Kopitar assist, we hit those. Kempe point, Kopitar assist, we hit that. Connor point, Shifley point, Morrissey assist, we hit that. Connor point, Velarde point, and Shifley point, we hit that. So great start to the day in that early afternoon game. Then we jumped into the next game. Had Mackenzie Weegar got an assist, there would be a lot of things, a lot more green from the Calgary side of things, but the St. Louis guys came through and did quite well. We got Fowler assist, the Robert Thomas assist. We got the Thomas point and the Snuggerud point, and of course the Thomas Fowler Snuggerud point. So still hit a few things in that game, so that was nice to see that the leads were pretty close. And of course, Coronado and Kadri each had points, so had Weegar got a point, and especially that assist, could have been a really awesome game there. We got the Andrew Kopp goal for the Red Wings. We got a Morgan Riley assist in this game, and then of course a DeBrincat point and a Kane assist. This game was awesome, the Montreal-Chicago game, one of my favorites of the day. We got the Cole Caulfield goal, we got the Juraj Slafkovsky goal, we got the Hudson assist, we got the Suzuki assist, we got the Teravainen assist, we got the Caulfield point, Suzuki point, Slafkovsky point, three-man stack. We got the Caulfield, Hudson, Suzuki three-man stack. We got the Bedard, Teravainen, Rinzel three-player stack, and we got, of course, the favorited play of that Nazar 2 points, Teravainen 2 points. So awesome game there. Next game wasn't too bad either. We got a few things in this Washington Islanders game. Was hoping for a little bit more, but we got the Protas goal, the Carlson assist, and the Horvat assist for the Islanders. Then in the Florida game, we got the Reinhart goal, we got the Marchand goal, we got the Anton Lundell assist, and then we got a Verhaeghe point, Marchand point for a two-man stack. Buffalo, we got the Zucker goal, we got the Elias Lindholm assist for Boston, we got the McAvoy assist for Boston, of course we got the favorited play there of the Zaka and Elias Lindholm 1 point each. We got Nico Hischier as a goal scorer for the Devils, Luke Hughes assist, Braden Point assist, and then a Hischier point and a Timo Meier point, so those all hit in this game. The Seth Jarvis goal in overtime came through to get us the Jarvis goal for Carolina, and then of course the Gostisbehere assist and the Aho assist that were mentioned there too. This was another decent game. Trocheck's highlighted in yellow because he did not play. He was listed in the line combos when we had made the video, so he ended up not playing, so any of those were like voided, so they won't be on there. But we did get the Mika Zibanejad goal, we got the Adam Fox assist, we got the JT Miller point, Zibanejad point, the Fox assist, and of course the Panarin, Zibanejad, Miller 3-stack as well. So pretty good job with the Rangers guys there as they blew out the Penguins 6-1, kind of getting revenge for that dud of a game on the first night of the season. Then we've got this game was awesome too. Had Sean Monahan got a point, because Werenski did get his point, had Monahan got a point, and even better if it was a goal, it would have been an absolute clean sweep of the board in this one, so we were dead on it with Columbus and Minnesota. Fantilli goal, Kaprizov goal, Boldy goal. Werenski, Voronkov assist, Rossi, Eriksson Ek assist, Fantilli and Voronkov point, Kaprizov 2 points, Boldy a point, Kaprizov point, Rossi assist, Boldy point, and then Eriksson Ek point and Rossi point. So great results in this one. Utah and Nashville, we got the Gunther and Forsberg goals and then a Marchessault assist, so it was nice to see a little bit of green still in this game. Dallas and Colorado, we had the McKinnon goal, the Lehkonen goal, the Heiskanen assist, and the Nietzsche assist, and Wyatt Johnson and Jason Robertson each to get a point, two-man stack, so some green in that. Then this was a great game with the Anaheim and San Jose for us. Like I said earlier, recapping the favorite stack slide, Celebrini, Smith, and Toffoli hit about 4 minutes into the game, all three of them combining on the same goal. So that was awesome and set up for a high-scoring game between two young teams, but teams that'll give up a lot of goals. So it was 7-6, I believe, Anaheim ended up winning in the final, but we got the Carlson goal, we got the Killorn goal, we got the Toffoli goal, we got the Troy Terry assist, the Granlund assist, the Will Smith assist, Celebrini 2 points, and Smith a point, Wenberg and Toffoli a point, and then Celebrini, Smith, and Toffoli, that favorited three-man stack there. So great results from this one. Really happy to see that, and the reads were dead on for this game. Then we had Vancouver and Edmonton. Not much was going on. This one was pretty boring, but we did end up getting the Besser goal, the Draisaitl goal, and a Quinn Hughes assist, plus a Besser point and a DeBrusque point. So despite the boring game and like really hoping for a lot more from Edmonton, we still were able to put some green on the board in this one too. Then lastly, we had the Golden Knights and the Seattle Kraken. Had Mitch Marner come through with 2 points or even just his assist, could have been a fantastic night with the Vegas plays. But we still got the Jared McCann goal. We got the Vince Dunn assist. We got the Beniers assist, and of course the McCann Beniers point stack. So could have been awesome had Mitch Marner came through, but we'll still take it with the four plays that did come through in that one. So just to recap kind of everything, went through and did like the math, like staying up late and early this morning before the video of just everything that was in that video, as far as the favorites, just the leans overall. So the favorite plays combined on the day, as you can see in the bottom left there, were highlighted, were 16 of the 36 favorited plays given out for a 44.4% accuracy. And if you add it all up at a 1 unit betting size, just as the easiest way to convey how successful the day was, it would be up plus 27.1 units. The full list had 207 total plays from the goals, assists, and stacks between all 16 games. If you added them all up, where we highlighted and just went through from the games, it was 82 hits of the 207 that were there for 39.6% hit rate. Of the goals, we gave up 2 guys per team, so 25 goals of 64 given for 39.1% accuracy. The assists were 32 of 63 because Trocheck was one of them, and he was indeed scratched, so that was a refund. But we ended up getting 32 of the 63 assist names given out for across all 16 games for 50.8%. Then the stacks overall went 25 of 80 for 31.3% accuracy. Then if you dive further into the favorite plays, it was 16 to 36, like I said, for 44.4% accuracy across those. The goal favorites, we were 50%, 4 of 8. That was a plus 3.7 units at a 1 unit betting size example. Favorite assists was 6 of 12 for 50% for plus 1.7 units. And of course, the favorited stacks there were 6 of the 16 given hit for 37.5% accuracy there and plus 21.7 units overall. So yeah, NHL opening Saturday night, amazing results. Going to be hard to replicate that, but again, up plus 27.1 units on the favorited plays alone for the NHL. So that was great to see. Hopefully tonight's game goes as according to plan. I'm going to have that slide for that game in just a second, and then there are 10 games Monday. I'm going to be working on all that tonight just to get it done, because some of them do start around 1 p.m. just being Canadian Thanksgiving. So I'm going to have the slides as we did for Saturday for those 10 games, and we'll go from there. So for tonight, like I said, the Washington Capitals at the New York Rangers. This is Washington's 3rd game. It's going to be the Rangers' 4th. So just as far as the goals go, again, everything highlighted in green currently is the favorited play and things that we'll be tracking, and the rest are just kind of leans of things that could really like the opportunity for in this game. So we got an Ovechkin goal and a Tom Wilson goal for Washington, Alex Lafreniere and Mika Zibanejad as goals for the Rangers, Strome and Dubois for assists for the Capitals, Fox and Miller for assists for the Rangers. And then as far as line mate stacks, we got an Ovechkin goal and a Strome assist, a Protas point and a Wilson point, and then Strome point, Wilson point, and McMichael point on the Rangers side of things. Mika Zibanejad for a point, Alex Lafreniere for a point, and a Fox assist. Warren Cull for a point, JT Miller for a point. That's plus 230 for that pair. They play on the second line together. And then a Panarin assist, a Zibanejad point, and a Miller point I also didn't mind, and that's plus 186 is another lean for this game. So single game tonight. We got that. We covered the home runs at the beginning. Wildly successful day, I think. If you combine the baseball favorites with the hockey favorites, it was a plus 34.95 unit day. So can't promise doing that all the time, but we're really going to strive to. Anyways, thanks for always jumping in the comments. Thanks for the support since the beginning of this collab, and we look to keep going and building the hockey fan base and hitting those plus money plays. Hope everyone has an awesome day.